This morning I woke up to 13 social media posts already researched, written, and scheduled. 0 manual work. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact system my clients and I use to post every single day on autopilot. 3 components. The newsletter scraper pulls in trending topics. We've got an agent that writes platform-specific content, and then a scheduler publishes them automatically. Let me show you how it works. I want to show you one system that works end to end. This is a content atomizer. So what this does is it pulls in newsletters I'm subscribed to, filters out relevant stories for my niche, and then I've got platform-specific agents that go and rewrite that content, post it to a Notion database where it comes out just like this, where you've got all the posts scheduled and organized, and you can just drag and drop, change the schedule date, whatever, go in and edit the post if you want. The end of it is a really, really clean interface, right? So let's just start this and show you exactly how this works. It's going to pull in this runs every morning. In my case, it's 7 a.m. because my last newsletter arrives at about 6:30-ish, plus minus. So it's going to pull in those emails, filter it by the emails I'm subscribed to, and decide what stories are relevant. That's what this guy is doing right now. It's picking which stories we should choose, and then it's doing a little bit of research on it with this Perplexity tool. So we get a little bit more insight than just the one blurb the newsletter is giving us. The information came into our story agent as one big block of text. So it's coming out as one big block of text. So I've got another code node to split those out into the individual stories. Once we got the stories that we want to talk about, we're going to loop over those individually. This takes the story and turns it into an X post, a LinkedIn post, a TikTok script, that kind of thing. And then from here, we just kind of refine that a little bit more specifically for these platforms. But as you can see, it's just gradually being populated in our Notion table here, set to draft. We've got call to actions in here as well. Here, actually, I'll just show you on this, right? Where it says comment Copilot for the walkthrough, right? And then we've got like the reply that I can put into, mini chat or something like that, some sort of auto reply with the resource. So now we've got 13 posts for today across 4 or 5 different platforms. That's fantastic. It's a great start, but it's just kind of there, which brings me to the next part of the workflow. The schedule trigger here runs immediately after this is done. So let's say I ran my atomizer, my newsletter atomizer at 7 a.m. I would give this like 30 minutes just in case it's a big news day or something. So I'd run this at like 7:30, 8 a.m. And we're going to just do that now and show you exactly what happens. So this gets all 13 posts. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it says 13 items. So this is just going to run through each of these posts on the Notion side, and it's going to schedule all of those, puts us through here for the next 7 days. It's cool, but let's say you don't want a LinkedIn post on a Saturday. So let's move this over here, right? If you want. So from here, though, we go over to the post robot, and this pulls in all posts marked approved every single day. So we're going to go over to Notion. Let's just mark a couple of these good to go. Great. So it's pulling in the one post scheduled for today. Go to the X node on Blotato, and then it's going to fire up and update our Notion database with published because it is scheduled for today. So this system can run completely hands-off. As you can see, all you have to do is change a couple things around so it posts automatically rather than going in and having to approve each individual post. But that is the real live system that I use and my clients are using to post every single day. The template for the Atomizer workflow will be available in my school community. Sign up, link in the description. It's not enough just to have a content workflow. We want to engage. The whole point of social media is to connect, right? So a great way to increase your footprint and expand your engagement, get people aware of what it is that you're doing, is to automate responses or comments on top posts. So I started doing that with Reddit. This is actually something that I was inspired by Duncan Rogoff. If you know the cat, he's great. He did a Reddit reply guy sort of thing that I amended for my own purposes. Every day we look for the top posts. You just punch in what subreddits you want to look for, filter posts based on if they're actually people engaging, and then we limit so that we're not posting a bunch of times a day. So I've got a limit of I don't want to post any more than 6 times a day on Reddit. So that's what we do. We find these posts, we write our comment, we create the comment in Reddit, and then what we do is we wait. We don't want to trigger any rate limiting weirdness or get banned on these different platforms. So what I did is I had a code node generate a random number between half an hour and 2 hours, and that is how long we're going to wait between replies, right? That just populates in the wait node. It's running for me every single day. Don't mind the errors there with some testing stuff. Got the same sort of thing running in Twitter, but with this one, it's a little bit easier to get away with posting more often. What I did is I added a database filter so that we could just check the tweet ID and we're not doubling up on comments, that kind of thing. But again, this increases your footprint and gets traffic over to your Twitter. Moving on, we've got socials and short form engagements on lock. Another huge part of that strategy comes in with long form. We need to make sure that we've got relevant ideas to talk about. And a lot of the time you can take that from what's working on like your Twitter or I guess X, what's working on LinkedIn, whatever, and then position or repurpose that into long form content. But a fast track for that would be see what's already working for folks that are in your space and repurpose it for your audience. Okay. So this is a real client build that I've done. Essentially what you do is you write down the channel IDs of people in your space, and then we go and we take their top performing videos. So like once a week, we'll go through those channel IDs, loop over the channel IDs to get their videos and update the sheet. And then from there, pull the channel ID, get the video. This grabs a transcript from Rapid API, and I love Rapid API. I'll actually just like pull that up here. You just go up to rapidapi.com, type in YouTube transcript, this guy right here. And then you subscribe to the transcript, you get your endpoint, you just go copy, curl, and you get your API key and everything already in there. Rapid API grabs the transcript, cleans it up, then it feeds it to our agent with our brand voice and all the information it needs about us and populates a new idea that we could use and publish as our own. See, so there's the original video, the description, here's the original transcript, and then here is your new idea, your new video that you could use to publish on YouTube. Then we could use the schedule trigger to process all those new ideas from the sheet into an HTML digest so that it's actionable. We get a notification directly to our inbox. Again, all of this can be pretty hands-off. You've got your long form all planned out. That's the system. Zero manual posting and extremely valuable for clients. Those will be in the school community listed in the description there. Also, sign up before November 2nd for our live cohort where I'll be walking you through implementation personally. This is the only time this cohort will be for free, again, before November 2nd. We will make sure you get your first client, even if you're working a full-time job. We're working it all together. So we'll see you in the school community. Catch you in the next one.